I think this is hello, hello.
Hi.
It's us. It's the group. We are live, so hopefully you guys can be in with us now, wherever you are. We're gonna get this party started and get the weigh-ins going. I think I'm gonna prop you somewhere where you can see all of us. So, hello. Okay, so this is what the schedule's gonna be. We're gonna weigh real quick, like normal. Weigh. Then we're gonna talk about a little bit of Ignite, a little bit Thrive. We're gonna talk about mental status, and then alcohol, and then we'll get you out of here. Oh, Jackie's on. Hi. And we're gonna live stream. We're live streaming. You know, I wish we could have this somewhere. Can you see okay? Yeah. We will. It's kind of. All right. I'm going to prop you. Hopefully you can hear. Okay, so let's get the trackers. Do you have trackers? You're okay. We'll get you all.
I don't have one. I don't have one. Okay, not everybody got the tracker.
Oh, okay. It's okay, no big deal. Just grab a piece of paper.
We have your weight from.
Yes. Yep. Just make a line and
Let's go.
keep it moving quickly.
Let's go.
I know. Oh, no, I'm nice to meet you. So I'm just a little What are we watching? We're watching the Garner meeting, Susan. Are we through?
Holly just sent me a message. Is Nalani supposed to be live streaming right now?
Yes,
Holly. Hello.
Yes, we're supposed to be live streaming, Holly. Is Blake there?
Yeah.
Tell him I will put him on. I will say hello to him. Okay, let's keep it moving. We're going to talk about Ignite. Who's getting ready for Thrive? Anybody? Because you guys are. Ooh, yay! Okay, so
You know what? Stop.
I can
Totally see it in your face.
I know. Wait, we might be.
Good job.
Oh, gal, my butt was
job.
right in front of that.
Judy Booty.
Judy booty.
Yep, I can see it. So
Yes.
you're satisfied with.
I am.
Good.
It's
Awesome.
kind of nice when there's, the belt's getting, you can cinch it up tighter, you wear your clothes.
Oh,
Yeah.
like a Lacey.
Yeah. Good job. You look great.
Yes.
Feel good.
And you look like you feel good.
Yeah.
Color
You
even
just
in her
see
face.
it. Yeah. You just see it on you.
Any wise words for the people that are starting? Did you starve to death?
No, in fact, I was feeling very full most of the time. Do I have to eat again? But I've never thought I'd enjoy going to the rec center as much as I do, and I'm trying to get
Isn't
to
that
work
great?
in the morning.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good.
Wonderful. Okay, so for you, we'll send out the Thrive. You will want to start adding back in things one at a time, like the dairy, so you know how your body does with those, okay? Otherwise, oh my gosh, we're so proud of you. That's huge.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, and Ignite. Who's our Ignite people? Ooh, wow. Awesome. All right, so let's jump in and talk about Ignite. You're going to stay in Ignite for as long as it takes you to get your weight loss off, okay? So that means no dairy, same as detox. Dairy is very bloating, but we add back in beef, shrimp, yeah, that's yummy, quinoa, rice, brown rice, but those are going to be your complex carbs. So you're going to have to pay attention if your weight loss starts to slow or stall, like how much complex carbs. If you have stopped journaling, you might want to pick it up for the first week of Ignite, just to keep on top of things.
Or even just bloating wise.
Right.
If you're like, oh,
What today?
I don't know. Something's
Right.
definitely off. Then it's nice to know. Like oatmeal almost always does that to me.
Yeah, I can't eat it. I mean, it's
You
almost like
know?
a treat for me.
Yeah.
It just slows me way, way, way down.
Yeah. It's nice to know what's causing.
Causing what?
Yeah.
Great job on journaling. Please don't scan them in. I look at those and they're like upside down.
And I'm
Oh,
always like,
I can't do this.
I'm always like, can you read that? Is it just my phone?
I was like,
She's
we need magnifying glasses. No.
When I didn't know how to do it.
It's
so-
okay.
You're not the only
You're
one.
not the
You're
only
not. Trust us, you're not.
and as soon as you turn it on your phone, it goes.
I know.
So I'm like,
Remember?
I don't know. I don't care what you read.
Right.
I have a question.
Yes.
So switching over to Ignite, I mean, do we really need to add a lot more of the Ignite foods?
You don't have to.
You don't have
We
to.
don't have
No.
to. Okay.
We say this all the time, and we truly mean it. We eat tons of detox foods. They're very, very clean. Your weight loss is going to be that much better. You know.
Yeah. The nice thing about throwing in some Ignite foods, if you feel like you hit a plateau, that's normal. Your body has gotten used to and adjusted to these super clean foods, and so it's humming along. And then, especially when you start adding in exercise, you know, this is fuel for your body. So if you feel like you've hit a plateau, like I've been doing detox foods, you know, religiously, throw in some of those Ignite foods, you know, here and there throughout a couple of days, and I guarantee it's gonna fire up that
Right.
metabolism.
Right.
So
And don't get hung up on what you can't have. Like, oh, we've got a cup, well, more than a couple. Just like, oh, I miss cottage cheese. I miss beef. Okay, then have it.
yeah,
Just have it. Don't
do it in a balanced way
right, in a
and don't go
balanced way.
crazy.
Yeah, don't let that. You know, I'm done. No, you know, don't be done.
Oh, for cottage cheese, really?
Okay. Right.
Beer, but cottage cheese?
But
Just have it, balance, and keep it
Yeah.
moving. You know, it's
Yeah.
it's not a deal breaker in,
Don't let
in the
that
big
rock your
scheme of
world.
things. Really, it is not. All right. So, what else about Ignite?
I have a question.
Yes.
So it's not 4 weeks, it's how many pounds?
Right. So in detox, if you have 50 pounds
Yeah.
or more to lose, you drink or smoke, it's suggested, for 14 days. It just kind of seals in your weight loss. But when we say detox, we don't mean the prime either, just the foods. You take your prime if you chose to do your prime or your ingredients that you ran out and got. You know, that's just for the 7 days. That'd be, and that's a 4 times a year deal, just a good flush, you know.
Add in exercise, and if
yeah,
you're staying on
Ignite.
detox, just ease into it and get that metabolism going by adding in the exercise. We'll teach, for
On
those of you that
exercise.
haven't done the exercise unit yet, we'll teach on that for you. I think you gals missed out on, some of you missed out.
Okay, we'll get it again.
But that'll make a big difference for you, energy wise and just hunger wise. You know, food is fuel. So when your body is using what you're putting in, everything just starts running. Well,
Right. So how was everybody's week? Let's go through that and then questions. Good, bad, praise?
It's gonna
Start off with
Frustrated?
headaches, but,
Yeah, that's very
and they weren't
common.
really bad, but I would just take a sip of tea or coffee. I did cheat, I had 2 chocolate covered peanuts.
Two chocolate covered peanuts. Why? Did you just stick them in your mouth and just go? I totally would. Yeah.
I went around like, who opened these? I'm like, I did.
Wow, are these PFD police now? I have those at my house too. They're all over.
Yeah.
We just eat that.
I showed her a lot of them, but I bought them for
Did you eat protein before you did that?
No. I don't know.
Oh.
Well, no, I probably did because I opened them later.
You're done for.
Could have been
Two
five,
of
Shirley. They're four.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do 5 extra squats today. Those babies.
Way
Sweaty.
more than that, and I even ran a 5K and I still lost. So it's gonna happen.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So last night, for our Ames group, I pulled up and there's a gal that met me in the parking lot. I was like, oh boy, this could go either way. I'm like, just a little, hey. She's like, these 7 days have been amazing. And I was like, are you serious? She's like, yes, they have been so easy. I was like, well, I think I'll put it in park. I'm getting out. These 7 days have been amazing. But, like I said, that's few and far between. I suffered.
Yeah, that's not like that for everybody.
No, you are going to get headaches. You are going to be tired. You are going to be that little brown goat in the video for like 4 days. You just are. By day 4, the crack pixie, is that what you called yourself?
Pixie on crack.
Pixie on crack will show up, and then you're the black goat.
Are you there yet, Pat?
I'm surprised this girl wasn't screaming at me when the music was blaring at 4 in the morning. It's time to get up now.
Because your body doesn't know what it's like to produce its own energy. We have just faked it out so much with coffee and pop and caffeine and sugar and. It's trying to figure it out, and it will. And when it shows up, it will be awesome, and that will be your energy. So, we won't all have 7 amazing days. Like, I'm glad she did. I really am. But that is definitely not the norm. And that's why I never lie to people. It's 7 tough days. You know, you're detoxing. You're getting that junk out of your system. You're going to suffer. But most of you are through it. And just starting. You'll be okay, though. You'll be okay. You'll be okay.
One day at a time.
One day at a time. One meal at a time. One day at a time. So, questions about anything? We've had some big time happenings. People getting back into clothes they haven't. That was awesome to see in the group. Any other questions? We've covered Ignite pretty well. Okay. So we're gonna talk about emotions, kind of like your mental status, and what stress really does to you, and we'll end on alcohol. So.
Not with it.
Oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood.
Right.
You guys didn't bring samples this week.
In my car. That would be a big time card. Yeah. Okay, so emotions and feelings lie to you. They just do. How do you pull yourself out of a funk? Emotions are a habit. You need to train your emotions just like a muscle. Have you guys heard of muscle memory? Yeah. Okay, so when I tell you this, life has always been great for me. People that know me know plenty. I've been get punched plenty in life. At one time, I was on every stinking antidepressant medication I could think of. Klonopin, Trazodone, Prozac, the list goes on. So I know what it's like to be in that dark spot. I would put my little boy to bed, and then I would take my medication, and when I would basically start to drool, I knew it was time for me to go to bed. So I know what it's like, and I'm not saying that, bad things don't happen, frustrations don't happen, they do. But you need to work very, very hard at putting yourself into a better state. Days are hard like this. It's rainy, it's gloomy, life is tough. I totally get that, but you need to absolutely work at it. You get what you tolerate. You all have drawn a line in the sand with your weight, with your physical body, but it goes hand in hand. Your mental status, spiritual. Here, hit the done. Yep, your mental status. So just like your habits, it's your outlook on life, it's your body language, it's your language. Speak life. If you're constantly speaking and you hear, you become the certain words that you use most often. I'm depressed. I'm stressed. Life is awful. Life is tough. Okay, you hear that enough, you tell yourself that enough, you're going to start to believe it. Yes, we all have bad days. What I'm saying is you can visit, just don't live there. Don't camp out there. Do not live there. Okay, so, and then put yourself in gear. You guys have already put yourself in gear. I truly believe that it's just not enough to want it for yourself. Your why has to be bigger. And it can't be because your husband's nagging you or your wife is nagging you. You know, I constantly am envisioning my little boys and my husband picking out a casket. So that really keeps me going. I don't want to leave them without a mom. So whatever it takes, you know, just tap into that and get involved in something bigger than yourself. You know, this right here, this is everything, you guys. This is the start of something so big. It's big for you, it's big for your family, it's big for this community. And it's just going to keep growing. And it doesn't matter if you fall off now and then. You'll always have something to plug back into. So just keep your eyes on the vision and the big plan. Trust the plan and keep going. You will make it. So let's talk about alcohol. All right. Can you burn muscle and lose fat while drinking alcohol? No. In a perfect world. No. Okay, so a little bit of alcohol here and there isn't bad as long as it, well, first you need to definitely have some protein first because it inhibits the hydrochloric acid being produced and it will stabilize your blood sugar. Because if we have learned nothing this far, is this program all about blood sugar stabilization or what? That is the secret. That is the key. So, things that hinder your body. I'm going to teach on 7 of them. The first one, it slows down your muscle growth. It decreases your production of the human growth hormone, HGH, and that is needed to grow muscle. It hinders the amino acid profiles that are needed to build muscle. So, most of you are in Ignite. Who's starting to work out with weights? Okay. 2? You rock stars. That's okay, you will get there. So it will slow down your recovery. You are constantly breaking down the muscle and you are rebuilding. Break down, rebuild, break down, rebuild. So then you add alcohol to it. It destroys that and you're going to be sore so much longer for days. So it inhibits that. Here's the big one. It messes with your metabolism, you know. But the body will burn the alcohol first. It just will. So then it comes along and it just skyrockets that blood sugar. So what happens when our blood sugar is spiked? What's your body doing? Yes. It's storing fat. It's absolutely storing fat. We do not want that. 2 drinks slows down your fat metabolism by 73%. Enjoy those 2 drinks. Make it worth it.
He's raining on my parade.
Can't say we didn't tell you.
That's right.
Can't say we don't listen.
Make it worth it. Number 4, it makes you gain body fat. It just does. It's 100 to 165 calories per serving. Mixed drinks, like think of a Long Island iced tea. Yeah. Yes, that's exactly what I was about to say. Full of sugar. Okay, so like if you did shots, vodka shots or something. Let's party. Like 80 calories per shot. I mean, that's a ton, man. Number 5, it dehydrates you and it slows your muscle recovery. It just does. Now we know how much we are always saying, hydrate, drink, flush, flush, flush. Okay, so that just destroys that. Here's a very interesting one. Sleep. How many have had friends, oh, I need a glass of wine to unwind and sleep better? Nobody? Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You're gonna have friends.
Okay, so I don't know if we've talked about sleep yet, but it's okay. We will, you guys, I think we've talked about sleep. 90-minute cycles. We are always, our body, once we're sleeping, 90-minute cycles to do a complete cycle to get from light all the way to REM sleep. In REM sleep is where your body repairs. That's where your tissues are repairing. You're just growing. Your body's just growing. It messes with your neurons. It won't allow your body to get into REM sleep. So what you think you're doing is, oh, you're relaxing, I sleep better. You're really not. You're not getting into that good REM sleep. Rest, recovery, muscle growth, fat burning is all done in those 90-minute cycles. So if you are not going to get in there, it just destroys it. And then you wake up tired. Even if you don't realize it, you wake up tired. And the 7th one, your inhibitions drop. What usually happens after you drink a whole bunch?
You eat 2 chocolate covered peanuts.
Oh, so you didn't tell us about the glass of wine first.
I had no alcohol yet. So.
Well, munchies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Kind of a fat, right?
So what we're saying is sacrifice a little to gain a whole lot. You know, we see clients come in and they are just rock solid during the week and then they party like mad on the weekend. And what they're doing is they are losing and gaining the same weight week after week after week. Just gut it out. Sacrifice for the long term, okay? So I want to talk about stress. We see in the Facebook and, we hear things privately from you guys. We know life is showing up. That's the only thing that's guaranteed to happen, We can count on life always showing up. How we handle it is another thing. Stress on the body. So, like back in the day, let's say we were all hunters or whatever, and a lion shows up. You get massive adrenaline released. Cortisol pumps in all this extra sugar so you can run. You can live. Flight or flight. Fight or flight. There.
With your adrenaline first.
Right,
Yep.
right. And after the lion goes away and you're alive, your body balances. So nowadays we have so much due to stress, it's like a slow drip almost. So it's going to be hard, but if you are faced with something stressful or whatever, coworkers, family, it's even more imperative that you do PFCs. And it's going to be hard, but that really, really works to keep your hormones balanced, and so you're not getting big surges of cortisol, because then, that equals, it turns into fat. It just turns into fat.
Yeah, 70% of your cortisol receptors are in your belly.
Right.
So when that gets dumped into your system, those cortisol receptors are ready to grab that, and that's where it goes.
Yep.
And then
And it stays.
that's where the belly fat is going to form.
Yes.
So
Okay, so I am almost done. I just want to say, and she talked about it on the video. I was like, oh, we're so in sync. I was going to talk about this tonight.
we didn't even get to talk to each other today.
I know. I'm coming up on my 1-year anniversary of this whole deal. And I encourage any and all to watch some of my beginning videos. She ran into a gal that says, oh, you guys make it look so easy. It is not. It is not. Don't get it twisted. It is not. It was not easy for me in the beginning. There was a ton of tears, learning You know, I was emotionally detoxing from food, physically detoxing. I just knew that I was on to something, and I knew that this was probably going to be my last chance at survival, or I was going to die fat. So it's not easy. It's become easier, you know, just like muscle memory. You know, my body's trained PFC. I wake up hungry. Now, there's no sleeping in for me. My body wakes me up because I'm hungry, ready to eat. But emotionally, I still have a sick and twisted relationship with food. I just make sure I set myself up to win now. You know, don't let it get 4 or 5 hours. There's things that you can do. Tap into that. But don't ever think that, you know, we're all just breezing through and you're the only one struggling. I still struggle. She struggles. You struggle. We all struggle. We're just in the same boat, rowing in the same direction. You understand? So don't ever think that you are the only one that is just, you know, not getting this or whatever. So just keep going and reach out. And I think our hour's up. Maybe. No, what time did we start? 7:30. Oh, okay. All right. So do you have anything else? I was breezing through. I was thinking it was. We started in Mason. So we will weigh and measure the people that are halfway, and then
All the newbies come in the kitchen and I'll
yes,
teach the process.
yes, and I'll take pictures.
Anything that you're struggling with or not quite clear on, or just
Can you get the exercise from, like, just so I know? Like, 'cause Monday I was supposed to be doing detox.
yeah.
And
In the Facebook group, there is a graphic that shows you how to do strength training and cardio. You're always going to want to do either high intensity interval training or strength training first before you like just go for a walk or whatever. Don't do it the other way, because of the way your body burns that fuel, it's going to go through your glycogen stores first, which is basically your backup sugar stores, and then it's going to go to your fat. If you start opposite, it's going to do opposite. So we want it to be burning through in the right order. Women a lot of times don't like to do strength training or weightlifting because they think they're going to get bulked up, right? That's not going to happen to you as a female unless you're taking testosterone. It's just not going to happen. We're built differently than men. We have different, you know, our bodies are just made differently. So couple of reasons why women should lift weights or strength train is because of bone mass. It increases, studies have shown that lifting weights has shown to increase bone mass or bone strength more than calcium supplements do. So that's huge for all women, but especially as you get closer to osteoporosis type stages of life. Huge for you guys to have that bone strength. Another reason why strength training and weightlifting is super important is because of the metabolism boost that it gives you. When you get on the treadmill and you think, oh yeah, I had a great workout. I walked for 45 minutes. That is a really great workout, and it will boost your metabolism for up to 12 hours. But strength training and weightlifting will increase your metabolism for up to 48 hours. So that fat burning pace that you've just kicked up is really kicked up for up to 3 days. So do that. The other reason why you should strength train is the endorphins. Most people know that as your happy hormones. So I don't have to stand here and tell you why. Those are good for us. Those are great. So just if you don't have a gym or you don't know what to do, just find something that you like, start doing it. It can be overwhelming at first. But most gyms will show you how to use a good place is the machines, you know, like the Pin Select machines, because they will show you correct form for how to do those. And just get in there and just do it. Just do it. Anything, if you're coming off of not exercising for whatever period of time, anything is going to be better.
Yeah.
You cannot exercise in a wrong way.
Right.
Just do it and you will feel amazing. Your metabolism will skyrocket. Seriously, if you're if you're wondering why your weight loss has stopped and you're not exercising after, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, it really is the exercise. You have the nutrition part of it, which is 70 to 80% of that pie. So punch it in gear with that last little bit of fitness, and you'll see great results. You really will.
Even if it's walking.
Yeah, anything.
So what's
Get
the
moving.
time as far as, how long?
Usually,
Like with strength.
so get warmed up, about 5 minutes or something walking, and then your strength training should be 30 to 45 minutes. If you can't only do 15 minutes, great. Just do that. Just do that. You can do HIIT is what they call it, high intensity interval training, and you can do that a couple of different ways. One is like treadmill or just walking. You are going to go full bore, can't breathe for 10 seconds, rest for 10 seconds, and that gets your heart up and then back almost down to rest, then back up, and you only do that for like 15 minutes max.
But you are busting.
Oh, you're dying.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
So then the other way to do the interval training is with body movements. So you could do like, knee lifts for 20 seconds and then, just kind of still for 10 seconds or whatever. Burpees for 20 seconds, jumping jacks.
Yeah,
I mean,
totally.
anything, seriously, anything. And that HIIT will blast your belly fat like crazy.
Is the orange card on the Facebook page?
Yeah,
It
I'll
is.
bump it
Look
again.
at the orange card in there. You'll be like,
And-
what the heck?
Yeah.
And you can get on YouTube and you can search for body movement HIIT or beginner HIIT or any of that kind of thing. If you don't have time to go to the gym or whatever, you can do that stuff at home. So, and if you have it, I think those body movements.